episode of Take Three Wines was prompted by signing up to the above Zoom session on Greek food and wine. That suggested a number of dishes and some wines, and so we put together a selection of Greek dishes, and I chose three Greek wines, and we thought we'd join in the fun. I also look into the grapes that are in my wine and where the wines came from. Malausia wines seem to be highly regarded, although they're not widely available. I'm looking forward to trying this. Sub £10 Acerticas can be found in some UK supermarkets. The more expensive ones are very often regarded as a good value alternative to Chablis. At around £10, Cinni Mavri wines can be found in many UK supermarkets. Finer examples can fetch much higher prices. Naousa is the prime place for Cinni Mavro. Malausia, which was saved from near extinction in 1983, is grown in Greek Macedonia and here in central Greece. The best Acertica is undoubtedly in Santorini. Evening of Greek food and wine, summing up on the wines. The first wine, the Malausia, new wine for me, had lovely peachy quality to this with a really great freshness. So that was a really nice wine. It's £15 in Waitrose, and I think it's certainly worth waiting for a 25% off session there, which brings this down to just over £11, which would be great value. Second wine was the Acertica, and the Acertica, good example from Santorini. Santorini is the place for this, and this was quite a good price for a Santorini Acertica. I can see why people compare this with Chablis, because it's got mineral qualities to it, as well as a little bit of a sort of zesty fruit, and it's a very refreshing acidity. So super wine, good value, and a proper alternative to Chablis. Lastly, the red, which is the Cinni Mavro. This is one of my favourite wines. I think the style of a Cinni Mavro is very nice, and I think it's often said that it's somewhere between a Pinot Noir and a Nebbiolo, and I think that's pretty accurate. Nebbiolo can be a bit of a Marmite wine. Now, Marks and Spencer's do an example of this in their Expressions range for £10, which is very good. So I think if you're not sure about trying a Cinni Mavro, I think £10 spent at Marks and Spencer's would be a good way to find out whether you like it. So, lovely example of Greek wines, and I think if you're having a slightly fancy dinner with guests round, I think without doubt you could have all three of these Greek wines and they go down very well. Just a last comment that the winesofgreece.org is a great source of information about Greek wines. So if Greek wines interest you and you want to look into them further, that's a great place to go. Well, that's all from us for this episode. See you next time. Keep swirling, stay curious. Cheers.